So it will go up high enough to cover me in my underquilt. So, what's up, buddy? Get out of here. Duke, chill out. So it actually will get high enough to cover me in my hammock. So, pretty good. I actually feel the heat already. Maybe it's the dog's breath, I don't know. Hey guys, welcome to All Things Outdoors. Want to show you something, maybe a little bit of a budget saver for some folks in the market, but now Kohls is in the market of the opening price point down quilts. Just went there the other day on a tip I seen on the hammock forum, and they actually had their version of the down quilts for, I got it for $15.99. I got 2 of them. So let me open up that quilt and let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at this quilt. And for those wanting to know the weight, I will post it right there. Actually, it's not too shabby. It is downproof material, but I will say, in compared to my Enlightened Equipment quilts, it does shed a little more down. When you pay a premium price for a premium quilt, you're going to get a better quality from Hammock Gear, Underground Quilts, Enlightened Equipment. There's tons of those cottage vendors out there to do a phenomenal job, and I always encourage anyone looking for a quality hiking quilt, backpacking quilt, to really check out those products. They're outstanding, and their customer service is outstanding to boot too. But you're not going to get that same quality of material with this, but again, it's having the right tool for the job. So for my summer quilt, $15.99 down to get me to that 60-degree mark, and it's going to save me some weight. But it does lose a little down. My goal is to actually take and turn this into a top quilt. So I plan on stitching some seams together here, and then stitching the foot box together, and I'll run the foot box up here. Let's see what that would look like. Alright, here we go. So here's my new top quilt made out of the Kohls down quilt for $15.99. I just can't get over the price. That was crazy. So they're originally like $50 or something like that is what their advertised price. The quality, I'd say, is closer to the Costco $20 quilt. And then, of course, they showed it on sale for $19 and then got like a 20% off. So just happened to be at the right place at the right time. So really, really excited about that. But what I ended up doing is I took this quilt and I stitched in a foot box. I just stitched the bottom, and I used a nylon thread that's weatherproof and UV proof, so it really would last a little longer. In truthful, it'll probably outlast the quilt, my guess. But I seamed the bottom, and then I went up about 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet up the quilt to make that foot box. So one thing I did also with this as well, I did take in every other box, like you can actually, I'll see if I can get it close enough. The boxes of down, or the baffles of down, are twice as big now. It's more larger rectangles than what it was smaller squares. What I did is I stripped the seams out of every other line in the quilt, and that significantly made it fluff up a lot more. Originally, when it was seamed on every square, it really just kind of held that down a lot tighter, and it didn't allow it to poof up as much. So once I removed that every other seam, it really kind of opened it up quite a bit. So I think it could actually get me down to maybe the 55-degree range, possibly. So we'll see. It is a lighter down compared to the Costco quilt. It's a 650 down versus, I believe, 700 in those Costco quilts. So overall, the Costco quilt's going to be a little better quality. But again, if you're having trouble finding them, Kohls is now in the game. So we'll see what happens. But let's take a look at what this looks like once I get in it. So it actually will get high enough to cover me in my hammock. So pretty good. I actually feel the heat already. Maybe it's the dog's breath, I don't know. So I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that I've got a duck down quilt on top of me, and you're a lab. You think? I don't know. So, but overall, I can't wait to try it out. I think it'll work really well for what I'm looking for to get me down to that 60-degree mark. So overall, pretty excited. Be sure to leave comments if you've already done this project before, if you've made the under or over quilts, and list your experiences, maybe some of the tips that you've done. I'd love to read them, not to mention, it may help somebody else out as well. So be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Till next time.